You're watching 7-Stage Success with L Gould. And now, here is your host, L Gould.
Now, that could be good news for some of you, and that could be bad news for some of you. All right, so here's what happens during winter. Winter, come on down to my place. What you'll find is all the leaves are off the trees. The lake I live on, we have 8 inches thick of ice. You can ice skate all you want. Snow ski, knock yourselves out. You can make it a winter playland, or you can come inside and you can hold on for dear life. Now, if that's your business plan for the next, what is that now, 11, 12 years, all I would suggest is eat your vegetables, stay in good shape. 2023, spring is just around the corner. Right? But the number one characteristic of winter is volatility. And you can bank on that. One thing you can bank on is volatility. During winter, the swings are the most dramatic. They're magnified. The ups are higher, the lows are lower. The sideways action is more uncertain. Okay? So, let me ask you a question. Are we in an up market right now, a down market, or a sideways market? Who thinks up? Who says down? Who says sideways?
Well, what are we talking about? The stock market or what?
Cool. The economy, your life.
Life's up.
Whatever it means for you. And don't say life's up, I'm putting on a happy face because things are going great and I'm in foreclosure. You know. How is it really for you? Okay? So take the vote again. Oh, now I know the criteria. Ask that again. So is it an up market, a down market, or a sideways market for Apple Computer? Up. Is it an up market, a down market, or a sideways market for Chrysler Motors? What's the difference? It's the same market. We were in a recession, right? Our economy went down for like 3%. That's horrible. Or what it means is that 97% of the money that was spent last year is spent this year. They're just not spending it on you. Because they changed how they buy, and you're still saying, nope, I've done this for 25 years, and darn it, I'm going to do it for another 25. And the season's passed. Follow? So you need to have the right strategy for the right season. Okay, so volatility will be key for the next 12 years, we say. Now, just plan for it. Right now, the market is in an upswing, right? It had its best December ever. Now, if you could see the slides, just imagine this really scary graph that I have up there that shows the subprime bubble, and we know what happened about that. And there's another one that's even bigger, and it's called commercial real estate adjustable rate mortgages. 5-year ARMs hit their peak at the end of 2005. Now, we can't predict that they're all going to fail. We can anticipate some of them will. And if even half of them fail, it will be bigger than the correction of the October of 2008. That is coming. Like it or not. That wave will hit the shore. Do you want to have your surfboard out? You want to be in the mountains? You want to be behind? Where do you want to be when this wave comes? Okay? So think about that for a moment. It is coming. Now you want to be prepared because when the market goes up, people buy very, very distinctively. When it goes down, they buy very, very distinctively. When it goes sideways, they buy very distinctively. So right now, I would characterize it as an up market in the short term. Right now, we are in an up market. You're saying, well, we ain't in an up market out here. Sure you are. Whenever would you be able to get this much real estate for no money? You kidding me? You're in an up market right now. Right now you're in an up market. And but you got your ass kicked for the last 2 years. So you're like, that's not up market for me. That's down market, man. Don't you see the bruises? Yeah, because you're still talking about the last move. Now, what's coming is probably a down market for about 18 months. Okay? Every winter for the last 500 years has had a mini boom inside of it. So the last time this happened, stock market crash of 1929. And then from 1932 to 1937, there was a huge If you looked at the stock market graph, it just shot right up for 5 years. It's anticipated that will happen to us in 2012 to 2017. Okay? Follow the math? You got about 15 to 18 months. It should come down, and then it should go right back up. You want to make sure that you have your 3 strategies in place. Okay? So we're going to work our way around this handout. Okay? I want to make sure that you have your 3 strategies. All right. So we're here in your left-hand side. Your 3 strategies. Number 1, we're in an up market right now, so people trade their money for convenience, which means they will pay more for what they perceive to be a higher quality experience. Okay? So you guys offering classes in the back, listen to this. People buy based on what? Price or quality?
Price.
People buy, when asked, people say they buy based on which one? Price or quality? Quality. How do they determine quality? Price. So are you right now competing to be the worst or the best in the marketplace? Yeah, so you're all the highest priced in your market if you're competing to be the best. No, you're not. You're saying you want to compete to be the best because that's what you're supposed to say as a business owner. Walmart's not competing to be the best. They say, look, our stuff sucks. Just take it back. We'll give you more coupons to come back and buy more shit. Home Depot does the same thing. Don't worry about those crap things. Just take them. Bring them back. Okay, now, if you live in New Jersey, here's the second most touchy topic when you're driving is deer. Deer litter the roads, and you want some entertainment or down on your luck and you need a meal, drive up and down one of the highways in the morning. Because the truckers, it's still fresh, man. The steam's coming off at this time of year. Now, how many deer have you seen run over way on one side of the road or on the other side of the road? You come across them a lot? Where do deer get run over? In the middle of the road. So those of you trying to be the best, but pricing yourself in the middle and being competitive, you're in the middle of the road. It's not a guarantee you'll get hit. But have you ever get a deer in your headlights? It's just like the expression. They're like, and then it's over. Right? Same thing. You got to pick a side, guys. You know, I just got out of a meeting where someone's like, well, here's what the competition does, so I should be right there. No, you shouldn't. No, no, no. You should not. Those people are competing to be the worst. Let them. Compete to be either the highest price in your market or the lowest price in your market. Now, the lowest price in your market is a harder place to get to than the highest price. Okay? It's hard to compete with Walmart. That's why they're Walmart. It's hard to compete with Home Depot. Plenty of businesses have tried and failed. But there's so little competition at the top. You get it? So you need to have your upmarket strategy. So here's how you do it. Okay. Number 1, write down whatever you price your product at. Or your time, or your service, or your program, or whatever it is, however it is you judge the amount of money you make. Well, my profit margin is how we judge it. We get X%. Or every program we cost $40, or I'm $100 an hour, or whatever. Okay? Write that number down in the upmarket strategy little part of your sheet. You got that number? Now right below it, so cross a line through it, right below it, double that number. Double that. Okay? You got that number? Cross a line through that and double it again. How many of you think right now you can go out to your customers or your marketplace with that number based on what you offer right now and get that number that you just wrote down? Okay? Couple, 2, 3 out of 100. Maybe. You know what? You might be able to, but for most of you that are saying, nah, we couldn't get that, you're right. Because you're not offering enough quality to make that a no-brainer price. Okay? Now, I have, in case you ever want to stop by, it's not quite this big, but my office is in Riverdale, New Jersey. Where in the hell is that? It's this tiny little town, about 1,000 people, and what can I say? That's the epicenter of my world. And right next to us is a little luncheonette, and they serve tea for 50 cents. Down the street, there's a Starbucks, and they both make my favorite drink. My favorite drink is chamomile tea. Now, for those of you that are not aware, chamomile is a glass of water and a bag of dirt. The luncheonette next to my office charges 50 cents. Starbucks charges how much? $3.80 for the one I buy. So they figured out a way to double, double, and double again. How do they do it? I drive right past that luncheonette, all right to Starbucks. It's a longer drive. I drive past my store, and I go to my Starbucks and buy the same bag of dirt I could buy there. Why? Atmosphere? I've accepted it as value. Must be a better glass of tea. Maybe the water's better. But they provide an experience. They have justified their price. And they have 9,000 locations to show for it. So what would you, take 30 seconds, because we don't have a lot of time, what would you have to add to your offering to make that number a no-brainer? People would buy it tomorrow. Go ahead, take a second. What would get people to buy whatever your offering is, so you're making the number you wrote down on that sheet? What would you have to add or take away?